Hey, what's up? This is Ross, and this is Ross's movie reviews again. And so today we're going to touch on Batman versus Superman and what I thought of the movie, and basically all of this ridiculous and absolutely absurd backlash on Batman v Superman and its box office and everything, and we're going to go through a few facts on Batman versus Superman and a few other movies that, are some facts here, okay? First of all, I thought the movie was really fun. I thought it was really, I had a good time in it. I had a good time. I saw it with my mother, and actually she even liked it, and she really isn't really that much into comic book movies. And I thought it was really good. It was, it didn't have, it wasn't perfect. It had its problems, but I had a good time at it. I thought Ben Affleck was an awesome Batman. Henry Cavill was good in it. Jesse Eisenberg was crazy as Lex Luthor, and I thought he was kind of at some points the weak point of the movie at some points. The movie was overall dark, yes it was, but I think it was basically no darker than like the 1989 Batman movie or any of basically the Nolan movies. I don't think it was any darker than that. Certainly, it wasn't any darker than Watchmen, or any other Zack Snyder movies that he's made before. Sin City, which I think Sin City even has a darker tone than Batman versus Superman. Look at, all right. I enjoyed the movie. A lot of the critics didn't, Okay. But the really stupid thing is that I swear to God, I have never seen this much backlash on a dang movie in my whole entire life. This is so ridiculous that it's really becoming pathetic, because every day I'm sitting here reading an article on Superman versus Batman, and I'm sitting here thinking, you know what? There was a hell of a lot worse movies than Batman versus Superman. There was a hell of a lot worse movies. Number one I can name was that god-awful dud Fantastic Four, which was absolutely ridiculously terrible. It was horrid. There's Batman and Robin. There are a lot of movies. There's a Green Lantern. There's a lot of movies that were worse than Batman versus Superman that I think. Alright? But I haven't seen backlash, for this much of a movie since the 2009 version of basically Wolverine, the X-Men Origins Wolverine. I swear to God, every single day they're pointing out the flaws of this movie's box office. Okay, let's get this straight, alright? Let's get this straight, okay? We're only 2 weeks into the box office, the second week into the box office of Superman versus Batman. Technically the second week, alright? Second week. And the movie has made almost $800 million. That's not chump change, alright? That's damn good for a movie. In fact, It is catching up to the entire amount of Deadpool. This year's highest grossing superhero movie, Deadpool, it's catching up. Alright, now, here is the fact. Yes, Superman vs. Batman cost a hell of a lot more movie to make. A hell of a lot more money to make. It cost $400 million in adjusted inflation and all that other crap, paying out the actors and everything like that. But very soon, Batman vs. Superman will be the highest grossing superhero movie of the year so far. If it surpasses Deadpool this weekend, which I think it probably will, it is going to be the highest grossing superhero movie of the year. Of the year so far. Nobody is even saying anything about that. All they're saying is, well, Batman vs. Superman is just doing terrible box office, They're not making anything in return or anything like that. It's like every single day I hear the same idiotic crap about Batman vs. Superman and how it's not making much money. I'm like sitting here thinking, I'm looking at Box Office Mojo and I'm sitting here thinking, in less than 2.5 weeks, this damn movie has made $700 million. Now, last week, people are sitting here complaining about that it had a 65%, 68% drop, right? Okay, let's get some facts straight here, okay? Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, that's right, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, the biggest grosser of the entire franchise of Harry Potter, had a 70 to 80% drop in its box office alone. That's a hell of a lot more than Superman versus Batman. Now, did everybody sit there and say to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, well, this isn't going to make that much money. It's not going to make $1 billion. Nope, nobody said that. Instead, everybody seems to be getting on Batman versus Superman and all this other stuff, alright? Warner Brothers made their money, okay, on Batman versus Superman. It had one of the biggest March openings of all time. One of the biggest. One of the biggest. I mean, come on, man. It had one of the biggest one-night openings in March of all time. And it also had the biggest Easter opening of all time. One of them. Okay. It made $700 million in 1 week and a half. That's right, 1 week and a half. It hasn't even been out a month. Okay, and it's made its money back. All $400 million. Made the whole entire budget back. Alright. And then it's got more. Okay, now. It has surpassed Man of Steel, okay, as far as the whole entire box office run. But, alright, some people are saying, well, it's not going to get to $1 billion. We don't know that yet. It hasn't even been a month, okay? So we don't know, alright? So, in my opinion, all these people should shut up about the box office, let this movie go its course, and then at the end of its run, judge whether the movie was made a lot of money or not. Okay, but right now it's still in the theaters, It hasn't even had its full run, and I think everybody should just slow down on the movie, give it a chance to make its money, and then come to a conclusion on whether it's any good or not. Whether the box office was any good or not. Okay, because in my eyes, it's doing pretty good. Not extravagant, but it's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty damn good. Alright? Okay. So, that is my opinion on all this backlash about, Superman versus Batman. I think it's absolutely idiotic. It's stupid. And I've never seen anything like this since, the first Wolverine movie. So thank you very much for watching this, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.